Survey of Algebra 2-2 Intro to Slope Notes. So the steepness of a line is called the slope. So now we're going to go ahead and circle the line with the biggest slope. So we're looking for the line that looks the steepest. So that's going to be this one right here. And the letter we use for slope is a lowercase m. The slope formula is m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So our second y minus our first y over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So our second x minus our first x, which is going to be a change in y. So when we subtract y's, we're really finding the change. So like a vertical change over our change in x, which is really a horizontal change. And so we're going to call that vertical over horizontal change. We're going to call that our rise over our run. So that's how we're going to count out and measure the slope of a line. So slope is the ratio of a line's vertical change. So vertical change to its horizontal change. And then we've got rise over run right here. So kind of got everything going on there. So there's a lot of different ways we can talk about slope. Let's go ahead and move our notes page up here. So this is how we go ahead and find the slope. So we're going to start at the point farthest to the left. So in this case, it would be this point right here. And we're going to find the rise. So we're either going to go up or down. Now to get to the next point, I'm clearly going to have to go up. So I am going up, not down. So I'm going to cross that out. Let's see how many squares. So here's my 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just double checking. So our slope, we have a rise of 6. And then our run, we're going to go to the right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the run is going to be 4 to the right. We didn't have to go left. And so we're going to write that slope as a fraction, 6/4. And then we're going to reduce it down by dividing by 2 in the numerator and denominator and make it 3/2. So it's a slope of 3/2. So we went up 6 and then 4 to the right. So let's look at what we have down here on the slope of each graph. I did not mean to resize that so much. So on this first one, we're going to start on the left. And again, we're going to do a rise over a run. Kind of messy here. I'm trying to write on the screen. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our slope will be 12 over, and then our run, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope is going to equal 3. On the next point, or next line, I need to first go down 2 squares. So that means my slope will be -2 over. And then I want to go to the right again. So right's going to be positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, -2/8. And so that reduces down to a -1/4. Okay, on this one, I'm going to start on the left again. And first, we're going to count down. And then we're going to count to the right. So let's go ahead and count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because it's down, it'll be a -10. And then across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So -10/8. And so our slope is -5/4. So on the next two, we have something a little bit weird. So when I start on the left, I don't go up or down at all to get to my next point. So the slope is going to be 0 over. And then my run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So whenever I take 0 and divide by anything, the answer is just 0. So the slope of this line is going to be 0. Now the next one's really weird. When I go to start on the left, there really isn't a point on the left or the right. So I'm just going to start down here. And I can move up to get to the next point. So 3, 6, 7. So my slope is 7 over. But I don't have any horizontal change. There's no run. So it's going to be 7 over 0. So dividing by 0 is one of those really weird things in math that we are just not allowed to do because math falls apart. So I'm going to say, because I'm dividing by 0, that my slope is undefined. So that's the word we have for when we divide by 0, is undefined. And students have told me that the way they can remember it is because the 0 is under. And that's how they remember undefined. So you're going to go ahead and try the next 6 on your own. And I'm just going to go through and quietly work out the slope. I'm not going to comment on it. while you're trying them yourself. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead, but I'm just going to go through and work out the answers. So I do have answers for those 6. You can go ahead and check them. Notice for the 0 and undefined slope lines, I just recognized that they were horizontal or vertical. I just gave an answer right away. For the last 2, we need to go ahead and plot some points. So first I'm going to plot -6, -1. And then I'm going to plot 3, -5. And once I have those 2 points, I'm going to connect them with a line. And then I'm going to find my slope. So starting on the left, I'm moving down 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4. And then my horizontal change, my run, is 3, 6, 9. So -4/9. And then our last one, first plot your points. 3, -3 is right here, and 8, 7. And draw my line. And then last, find my slope. So how many do I have to count up? Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. So 10 over. And then we're going across 5. So my horizontal change is 5. So 10/5, and that means my slope is 2. So this is just a short introduction for slope.